how to be feel positive, how to be think positive.
First of all, when you say positive, look, there is a very famous saying that the positivity is the hallmark of good personality. So being positive is very important. Look, when I started my maybe somebody with whom I'm talking is judging in their head. There is nothing like that, brother. It is happening only with the person who is speaking. Like you're a speaker, so you may only can think like this. Why I can't think like this? Because I have also started the journey from the scratch.
First of all, good evening, brother.
Yeah, good evening. Greeting is very important. Good evening. How are you?
Mm. Yeah, I'm pretty well. What about you, brother?
I'm doing good, fantastic, over the moon. So thank you for asking, by the way. So I think we are talking for the very first time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So can
Yeah.
I know something about you?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Yeah. So as you know, my name is Umar. Basically, I'm from Bihar. Currently, I live in Delhi. I'm pursuing graduation from Delhi University. Nowadays, I am improving my communication skill. If I talk my hobbies, I like to play cricket. I like to visit different places. I like also read the books. I am very humble person. Every time I'm available because not be like angry too more because I always like giving my best level best. Don't think about the result because if I believe on my hard working and I am 19 years old and that's all apart from myself.
Okay. Overall, a great introduction, brother. And thank you very much. So should I tell you something about me?
Yeah, of course, definitely, brother. Because you met first
Okay.
time, so it's your right. You can also introduce yourself.
Yeah. Well, my name is Pravan Madisya, and I'm talking to you from Gorakhpur city, Uttar Pradesh. I hail from Uttar Pradesh as well, from Gorakhpur particularly. If I talk about my hobbies, sorry, if I talk about my education, I have done my bachelor, that is BSc Mathematics. And apart from these, I'm going to pursue my master this year. And I also do run a YouTube channel where I upload conversational videos. And my hobbies are to reading books, watching podcasts, and listening music sometimes. So that's all about me. Well,
Okay, that's great.
you
Your
said you
introduction.
are, yeah, thank you. You said that you are going to pursue, or maybe you are pursuing your master from Delhi University. Can you name the
You're
university?
pursuing graduation there university.
From which stream? Like in which stream you are pursuing your master? Sorry, your
Political
graduation.
science. BS, B, you can say Bachelor of Arts and Political Science.
Okay,
BA, you can
so you are doing it from the main campus, or uh, like there are some like so
we can
many
say
colleges.
South Campus, we can say.
Can you name the campus?
South Campus, don't we ask the campus, is South Campus, brother.
Okay,
It's
okay, okay. Because one of my friend is in in Delhi University in Karodimal, right? So
Kirorimal, yeah, it's like girls' college.
no, 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 no. It's not a girls' college. It's in the North campus. I think so.
Yeah, Kirorimal College, yeah, but Kirorimal, okay, it's no problem.
Okay, leave it. By the way, why did you choose to pursue your bachelor in political science?
Yeah, of course. Because my dream, my stream is all totally on depending the like humanities. Because I also be more interested in political science because I like to this subject to more in from like standard tense. Because I wanna be like want to be like PCS want to be sitting the exam of the PCS. So that's crucial role for this I can say and
Yes.
also be if I will not be do this then I will think about this political scene we already know about this. But
Oh,
right now,
so
just think
politics.
about my like government exam. Not be think about in politics, but right now just only think about my government exam. So I need this subject to more. I'm so interested because I'm aware every time regarding the news related.
Yeah. It's very important to set our goals, like what we really want to become. And you said good thing that first you want to pursue your bachelor, then you want to get settled in a government job. And after all, if things will not go in a right direction, then you will think about to go into politics. And going into politics is not a same.
Yeah,
Say proudly that you want to go into politics and serve the nation. Serving the nation is something that I think the desire to serve the nation in the youngster is, repeatedly not growing, it's decreasing, and it's not a good sign because overall, the way a youngster can serve the nation, I don't think that anybody else can serve. Nowadays, in our country, most of the politicians they are uneducated. Most of them are not even having a bachelor degree and they are serving the nation. They can't make the rules and regulations and they are winning the election and they are serving the nation. So why can't a student who have pursued their bachelor, master, that too in political science, why he can't serve the nation? So serving the nation is not a bad idea, right? And if you're
Yeah.
thinking of it, then that's a good thing, brother. That's a few.
Okay.
Okay, so let's come back to the question of English language. You said you
Yeah.
want to learn English language because you're improving first of all, and then you want to appear in the PCS examinations where you have to do men's writing. You know, in UPSC there are so many things. Answer writing is one of the most crucial skill that you need to have in case you pass the examination, in case you want to go in that service. By the way, what are the problems that you are facing right now in English language? If I may ask this question particularly, you can tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, because in my journey is only the around 1 month and not be two more in this application because I like
Mhm.
meet a lot of people. Yeah, if I talk my like a suffering from like in English when I speak, a lots of problem because right now in our last time I'm suffering like regarding the public phobia because at the time I always think about if I talk it may be the people what will we think it's like when I speak it may be the mistake, it may be the grammatical mistake, it may be the vocabulary problem, it's like a pronunciation mistake. Sometimes I feel shy, but right now I like little bit reduce from like this application and also be practicing a lot before the standing in the mirror. So I can say overall there are a lot of problems facing in this my journey around 1 month. Only we consider public phobia. Public phobia is the two more always like you can say like uh, always we consider it's to more criticize me. Why are you going to for this adapting this language? There are a lot of languages. What will the people think about you? You are speaking, it may be the mistake, it may be the grammatical mistake, it may be the pronunciation mistake. Every time I just fears about this, but right now I am not be feeling too more, but right now I'm very comfortable just because of you because in this application there are a lot of friends like every day when I put up the message and connecting me and talking me, we consider it's all are like depend on each other.
Mhm. Well, for this, what I can say, you know, as research has been done that 70% of the people feel fear to face the stage, to do public
Mm,
speaking, or maybe to speak something in an event, or to be participated in a college convocation. So people always feel fear to go and speak. And why it happens? What I believe, you know, in most of the schools, when you see our childhood, in most of the Hindi medium schools, we don't get exposure to go on the stage and speak something, right? So this is the one problem that I think personally. And secondly, you said that whenever I am facing somebody, I always feel in back of the mind that maybe I'm making a grammatical mistake, maybe somebody with whom I'm talking is judging in their head. There is nothing like that, brother. It is happening only with the person who is speaking. Like you are a speaker, so you may only can think like this. Why I can't think like this? Because I have also started the journey from the scratch, and somebody who has learned something from the scratch, they know the process, you know. So nobody judges, but yes, what I can say that these kind of things always always get into our mind whenever we face the camera and speak with somebody in English. But believe me, when you will do practice again and again and again like that you are doing, and you said that you are improving. Why? Because you are facing the camera, you are talking with the people. So here you are getting the exposure. So exposure is very important. When you will connect with the better people and you will talk with like on various topic issues, so you might get more confident in future, right? So if you will continuously you will do your practice, you will become more better. Now I am talking to you in English, right? And I know that I'm doing mistake, I'm also doing mistake, I'm also in the process of learning English language. But believe me, when you go and watch my first conversational videos, I have done more than 100 conversational videos. So in my first conversational videos I was feeling so stuck, I was feeling like fumbling a lot, I was not having the confidence to face the speaker and to put my thoughts on the table. So this happens. But once I started doing session per session with lot of people, I started getting confident and I become more better. I feel I every day I improve. I know a new word, a new vocabulary, and also get inspired by a lot of people. Right. So you said you are the one person in this group who said that I want to go into politics, and this is something that I really admire. And it is a very good thing, brother. So be proud on you and just talk with the people. in English language, you will become more confident, more better. And this is your first year, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so you have a lot of time. You can just learn so many things in your bachelor. You have 3 years, so you can explore your life. Although there will be so many people in your campus, who will be from the different background. Like somebody would be from West Bengal, somebody would be from Kerala. Because Delhi
yeah,
University is a central university where
yeah,
students coming from the diverse background. So if you want to communicate with them, if you want to make friendship with them, then you have to know English language because they don't know your local language and you don't know their local language. So it would be quite complicated to understand them. So try to, what I can say, try to learn, try to talk with the people, and that's how you can become more confident and better in English language. By the way, uh, any other question that you have in your mind that you want to ask me?
yeah. I have a lot of questions. So tell me about you, like after this conversation, yeah, after this application, what would you the apply for speaking? Like you have another work like regarding the newspaper, regarding like listening the podcast. So tell me about your like something.
About English language, what I
Yeah,
do apart from this.
yeah, yeah, person, yeah,
Well, apart from doing the session, what I do that I watch podcast a lot. Why I watch podcast a lot? Because listening is very important. When I'm saying listening, it means that the input. When you don't have input, how can you give the result? How can you give the output to the somebody? Like you are talking to me. If you don't have knowledge, ideas, inputs, how can you express yourself? So input is very important. And input we can get from so many sources, like you can read newspaper or you can watch podcast or maybe you can read a book, you can go on the Quora, you can go on the Wikipedia, you can read any blog. So there are so many options that you can explore. What I do that I often watch videos. Podcast is the one thing that I really love. And when I say podcast, I am listening right now like Dear Biceps, maybe
yeah,
Raj
yeah, already,
Samani.
yeah,
Yeah. So I listen these people. What happens when I listen these people? I often get new words. So I try to put it in my diary, and then next time when I'm going to have a session, I try to use it deliberately, intentionally. I try to use it because when you try to use it intentionally, you started getting that words for the longer period of a time in your mind. So this is the best way to get better at the language. And apart from this, if you are weak in grammar, if you think like that, you are weak in tenses and like idiom and phrases, then go, and there are a lot of videos on the YouTube channel where you can explore. But the best way, what I believe, that the watch videos. Listening is very important. If you want to be a great speaker, if you want to express your thoughts more in more better ways. Well, sometimes what happens, you want to say something, right? But you're stuck. You want to say a lot of things, but you're stuck. Why? Because you have the lack of vocabulary, you have the lack of thoughts, you have the lack of you don't know how to format the sentence. So sentence formation is also very important, and that is why conversational videos are very important, and podcast is very important. And if you are reading any fiction book, sorry, non-fiction book, that is like self-help book, that is also very important.
yeah, exactly. So, brother, tell me how to be always like positive thinking, like how to be thinking positive. Because sometimes when you connect the more people, but sometimes you feel very nervous because you are trying your effort best, but sometimes your effort is not be showing you. Like you are like giving almost time practicing, but when you connect someone, but on the time you think I think should be they give my best and speaking well. But at the time not be put the any kinds of sentences those you think in your brain, but brain at the time is not be supporting you, not becoming any kinds of sentences, not becoming any vocabulary. So that I feel I am giving a lot of time, but not be happening, not be supporting me. So that I feel very like nervous. So how to maintain on a time, like how to be feel positive, how to be thinking positive.
First of all, when you say positive, look, there is a very famous saying that the positivity is the hallmark of good personality. So being positive is very important. Look, when I started my conversation, I started, making wrong sentences. First, I started telling my hobbies. Then I started telling my like
Uh,
education. Why it happened? It was happened because I started thinking something else in my mind. That okay, if I'm doing mistake, okay, how will I face? So these kind of things, when you started thinking, your focus will be totally distracted. So try to be in the moment that you are talking with somebody, and just try to do active listening. When I'm saying active listening, try to listen the person, like whatsoever he is saying, whatsoever he's talking about, each and everything. When you started focusing on, you would be having more chance to talk and ask a question. Asking question is very important thing. Like in a conversation, like you are doing with me, and you forget that what I want to say, then instantly you can ask me a question, and in that way you can, the other person, when he is giving reply, at that time you can think of some other sentences, like अगर भूल गया चलो तब तक वो बोल रहा है तब तक मैं सोच लेता हूँ, like this. And also you ask that, sometimes we want to use some good sentences in our conversations, but when we don't use, we started getting, like being angry. Oh my god, why I can't use this sentence? I want to use this vocab, but I'm not able to use it. It will happen, and it happens with me like more time. I mean, more than like 100 times it has happened with me that I want to use a particular vocab, but I'm not able to use it. So it will happen because of lack of practice. Practice is very important. Talk as much as you can. So doing practice is something that is the key. I am taking classes right now from Clapping Go, right? So that the tutor always suggested me try to do practice as much as you can. If you are learning a new word, try to speak in your conversation. If you are reading any new sentences, try to use in a conversation. Right? Just a minute, I used a sentence that positivity is the hallmark of good personality. I have read somewhere. Now I have used in my conversation, so I'm not going to forget it. So like this, you can do that.
Okay, thank you so much. We have mentioned about this. Really, you have mentioned it's very like as like a teacher feel that. So
No, not
do you
like
have no, because you have mentioned is very like a creativity with a creativity. So do you have any question from your side? So you can also ask me. I also try to give your answer in properly.
okay. Well, I have asked about your future aspiration. You want to become a like a you want to go into the civil. You want to become a civil servant. So, who give you this idea that like who inspired you or who motivated you to become a civil servant? Why do you want to become a civil servant?
Yeah, thank you asking me. My parents always inspired me because already parents is like a god. Because
Hmm.
in my childhood, always when I like in first time, we can say see the DM in my district. That time I think
Hmm.
about that. What is the DM? How many powers? Because every time the DM is come like the two and three, like we can say vehicles. When he comes like two more power, it's everyone is like we can say the respect. When he comes, it's like the PM. We consider it because when they come, it's like the very reality. There are a lot of things I see, but when I ask my dad, who is DM? It's like how what's the qualification? My dad is like told me about that is basically that time I decided I think I should be go this area. And after 10th, I decided I also will try and one, two, and three times. It may be if I will be do my best. It may be if I will not be, it's no problem, but I will try. I can try because try will never be like a this try. If you'll try, it means like satisfaction. If you will not try, it means like I just ready for this, but not try. Always be like the we can say regret feeling your whole life. So I just try and two and three times. It may be what will be happen in my future, but I will try.
So basically, you want to get power, gadi, bungalow, all those things,
No,
right?
not just I want to be also be help in my society because when you get success any like in any government sector on a time you have like a right we have power you can like do better infrastructure in your society infrastructure you're like in a whole district level whenever it's like according to your level you can do better because I also be include my some crucial role for this to make a better nation.
Okay, so tell me the one thing that you would like to change once you become a DM. What would
Yeah.
you like to change?
Basically, I belong to in Bihar. So firstly, I wanna be work in Bihar city sector. Firstly, I wanna be work in migration. Nowadays, people do more migrate. I want to be
Yeah.
such types like work like such types of like organization, such types of like industrialization. Then the people it
Mhm.
stop not be like going to another place like
Mhm.
working. And second thing, I also be work in education sector because now I also be studying higher education for in Delhi. Why I'm not be happening in Bihar? Because I also be
Yeah.
thinking about that. Also be and third point I also be including like health sector in the Bihar also nowadays to not to more better like a facility in health sector. People say every day is like a facing a lot of like a health problem and every day people should become in a like Delhi and another place for like a treatment. But why they are not be
Yeah.
happening same as like a place. I wanna be like to make any kinds of policy, any kinds like make like the to consult the like we can say in higher level to talk about that should we do this sector because this is the two more need and basic things in our area.
Yeah, very, very important thing you have mentioned. First of all, it's a very common problem of the migration that most of the people from the UP, Bihar, and Jharkhand, they go into the other state for the earning purpose, for the survival. Why? Because there is no industry in the Bihar, there is no good education, there is no health sector. Health sector is also very bad. So industrialization is very important. If there would be industrialization in the Bihar, most of the people would be working there, and they would not go into the other state and then try to use the resources of the other state, because sometimes the other states always become angry that why UP Bihar people are coming in Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, don't come here. So it's also same for us, because most of the leaders of the Bihar, they don't focus on the health sector. Education is also very important. If people will get educated, they might be doing good work in their own state, right? And also I have seen that most of the teacher who become a teacher, or maybe who become a DM, they don't focus once they get their success. Like I know most of the teachers who are teaching in Delhi for the UPSC, for the SSC, for any examinations. Most of them are from the Bihar. Why can't they open an institute in the Bihar? If there will be an institute in the Bihar, most of the student will go into Bihar and will do study there. So
Mm,
the mindset, to change the mindset is very, very important. And in Bihar and UP, the education, the education sector is also very, very bad and disappointed. It's really, it should be changed. Let's see who will be go and come and will change. So it could be you as well. It could be anyone. So until and unless people will be not being aware, if they will be not going to get good education, the problem will be always, it feels like it's a universal problem in the Bihar and UP, but
yeah.
the conditions in the UP are changing. Conditions in the UP are changing. People are trying to be settled in our own state. Things are being changed in Kanpur city. It's the industrialization area. People are working here. People are believing that if they will open their own shop, maybe they can earn good salaries as compared to go to the another state and to work there. So that's what from the my side, brother. And at 5 p.m. I have another session. So it was a great session with you. Thank you very much for joining with me.
Thanks so much, brother. Okay. So I will also meet you very soon in next time
Yeah,
because you are a very humble person. You have like sharing a lot of points regarding my journey.
yeah,
So okay, I will definitely meet you again. I also need this kind of person because when I meet this types of person, it means on that I'm very enthusiastic because as I feel like someone is better in English, so I just learn apart from your sites. Okay, brother, thank you so much. We have given your crucial time, and thank you
yeah.
so much.
Thank you very much. Your words means a lot. Thank you very much. Keep learning and have a great day ahead, man. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, brother.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Okay, okay, take care. Same to you.